The Office of the Ombudsman is set to conduct a digital forensic examination of the computer files of the late former DPWH Undersecretary Catalina Cabral. This comes as the Ombudsman rejects Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste's claim he has already presented all of Cabral's files in his possession. Andrea Salve joins us now on the phone for the details. Hi, Andrea. Go ahead.
The Office of the Ombudsman has contradicted Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste's claim that the supposed Cabral files in his possession had already been shown to or reviewed by the office. In a video statement earlier today, Assistant Ombudsman Nico Clavano said that multiple sources claiming to possess copies of the alleged documents had approached the office, highlighting the importance of proving their integrity. He disclosed that after Leviste publicly announced his possession of the supposed Cabral files, while the alleged owner, former Public Works Undersecretary Kathy Cabral, was still alive and represented by her counsel, the office reached out to the lawmaker, quote, as a matter of prudence and diligence. Clavano claimed that only limited portions responsive to specific inquiries were presented by the lawmaker and not the files in their entirety. Cabral's computer is currently under the Ombudsman's custody, and in the wake of the alleged Cabral files, the investigation will now continue on the basis of legally acquiring an original copy of this digital evidence.
The office is preparing to conduct a digital forensic examination of the CPU of the former USEC. And this will be done transparently and in coordination with the Commission on Audit, COA, with the DPWH, the Office of the Ombudsman, of course, and the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group. And this is to ensure the integrity of the whole process.
Clavano further stated that the files allegedly containing budget insertions for infrastructure projects are only part of the investigation, emphasizing the need to examine and validate whether these projects exist or not. According to the Assistant Ombudsman, an insertion by itself is not automatically deemed illegal. He said it becomes criminal only if proven to have involved fraud, misuse of funds, or non-existence of projects. He called on the public to allow the investigation to proceed, guided by facts, credible evidence, and due process.
Andrea, kailan ba natin talaga malalaman ano yung mga authentic na files na galing mismo kay Yusek Cabral at kung nagtutugma ba ito doon sa mga isiniwalat ni Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste?
As of now, wala pang binibigay na timeline itong ombudsman sa ginagawa nilang investigation. But they said that they are already preparing for it. And itong iba-ibang sources na lumalapit sa kanila, claiming that they possess copies of these files, really underscore and highlight the importance nga nung sinasabi mo of distinguishing between yung original evidence at kung ano yung secondary or third-party copies na sinasabing nito sa mga dokumento.
Kasi habang tumatagal, 'di ba, lumalawak ang mga spekulasyon at siguro naman ayaw ng mga, of course, our authorities, hindi nila gusto yung mga haka-haka, So, ano ang reaksyon naman ng Office of the Ombudsman dito?
They recognize itong ang speculations, mga commentaries, and yung public, tumataas na public interest dito sa mga dokumentong ito. At ayon sa kanila, the best and most reliable source nga na documents are actually the agencies and individuals na may kustodiya o may control or even authorship of the computers, the storage devices, and the files themselves. According to A.O. Clavano, na evidence that is derived directly from these sources will naturally carry far greater evidentiary value kumpara doon sa mga kopya na nagsi-circulate outside doon sa official custody.
All right, thank you, Andrea Salve reporting.